Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yo, it's your boy Marky Marks Tarot. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm here earlier than usual, and that's because basketball season starts today. And I won't be on here tonight, so I'm gonna come on early because you won't see me tonight. Not that anyone cares. I don't know what oracle message I should give today. I have no idea. Hey, Bob. How you doing, sweetheart? How's things? Trying to figure out what oracle cards I want to use. I'm not sure. I don't know. How's it going? Fine and dandy? That's good. Me, I'm wonderful. Always good. I can't complain. Had a good day today. I worked half a day. Worked hard. Just got a shower. And had a late lunch. I feel good. I feel energized. I feel energetic. I feel good, actually. Thanks for asking. I feel good. Don't make sense stressing over anything. Life is too short for that bullshit. Oh, nice. I wish I could nap during the day, but I just don't. I have to be like super tired in order to sleep during the day. If I do sleep during the day, like take a nap or something, which I don't, but if I did, like I would like definitely feel kind of feel worse. I know that sounds weird, but like I'll feel like I just need to go. I might as well just go back to sleep. Now the sun's out. The sun hasn't been out all day, but because I come online, the sun wants to come through my window now. It's been cloudy all day. All day. It's been cloudy. And today, right now, it's to be. It wants the sun to come on, which is good. Why not? The sun came and hit me. See that? All right. It's all good. Hey, back up, sweetheart. How you doing? Did you? I'll trust that you did. Ah, there you go. Here it is. Yes. I got it. Thank you. Begging me. Sure, anything you want, sweetheart. No problem. I'm here. Show. Thanks for sending Jessica my way. I think it was Jessica. Some girl, Jessica, came in my room yesterday, and she was like, "Oh, Becca B sent me. She said you're good." So she donated and asked for a question. So I answered her question for her. So I appreciate you sending people my way. That's nice of you. Thank you. Mm. Okay, I'll check. All right. So this teacher, Marla, right? She's no bueno. She's no good. She's like a biatch. I actually got a woman here that's like if you're, this, how kids are, obviously. And, not to say everybody has, kids that are going to be saints. I know I wasn't. Hey, Hannah, how are you, sweetheart? Um, what I get here, Becca, is your son, right, might have like a temper. And when he doesn't get his way, he might throw like a temper tantrum. And then he might feel like, this is bullshit. Like my teacher's not like caring about me or doesn't give a shit. So because he throws a temper tantrum or he's like trying to do shit and the teachers don't want him to do it, they go like this teacher pretty much like has anxiety when he acts that way because she thinks that he's going to be a perfect kid, which he probably isn't, obviously, and neither is she. But what I get here is she is a little selfish and she's like doesn't understand what she has to do. Right, right. And I see like he might like, be like temperamental and like they might be like, this kid, we don't want to even think about helping him type of vibe. You know what I mean? Hey, Lauren, thank you. She's a selfish person, and I think this teacher Marla is a person who has two sides. Like, and another thing is if you, I don't know if she, like, or if you've talked to her before, Becca, but I don't think she likes you either. Because I get a teacher not liking the mother and the son. Like she might have some vendetta against you, or she might be jealous of you, or she might be looking at you like, and saying, like, yeah, that I see that, like, and it's like, yeah, yeah. Because what I got here is like a person who is shallow, selfish, not understanding, she's ignorant, and then she looks at you as a person who, oh, you need to control your son, not me. But a teachers these days are stupid. They not all teachers, I take that back, not all, right? Well, she's a special needs teacher because she probably has special needs too. I don't want to elaborate into too much things, but I have my own little, thing about teachers because I got treated like shit when I was a kid too. But the thing I get to answer your question back, there is something there, like there is like ignorance with this woman. Like she knows, like she looks at you and says, yeah, exactly, yeah, right. So I think he's throwing tantrum. I think your son's throwing tantrums towards her because he's treating her like shit, and like she like they're going back and forth. You know what I mean? But I also think that she doesn't like you either. Like she looks at you and said, "Oh, like look at this, young girl, with this child." She probably, obviously looks at you in a different way too. Like, yeah. And I think that because he knows she's a miserable biatch, like, you know, she kind of like looks at him in different ways. But that's what I got there. As peers, I think that's I think him and his peer. I think there's another little boy that is a good friend of his that like hangs around him, plays with him, especially when it comes to like like playing with building blocks or like trying to make things. I think that he likes this guy. He hangs around this other little boy. I think that he cater, comes and hangs out with this guy. But I think that your son has good friends and peers there. It's just that there's like a misconception about if your son is like if your son like I'll put it to you this way, like I fuck these cards, like I can't look at that no more because I know exactly what spirit's telling me in my mind and I can see it all in my mind sometimes. Like if you know how some parents they want their kids to go to school with the latest gear, like nice sneakers, nice clothes. Like if your son goes to school well dressed, well groomed, things like that, then other kids might look at him and say, "Oh yeah, it must be nice to be you because you got this and I don't." Like little snarky little comments like that, or they might hear a teacher say some shit like that, and then the kid goes and harps on him about something like that. It's stupid little petty shit. But I feel like he's really cool with a boy that helps him like build things, or they play together and they have a good time together. But like some kids might look at your kid and say, "Oh yeah, look, he's got brand new sneakers, or he's got different hair than us, or he looks different than us," shit like that, like stupid shit. Yeah, the teacher is definitely off, you know. Well, the thing is, like, but what is it that exactly do you want to know? Like, if she's doing something bad to him, like, because your question is, how has he been treated at school by his teacher? His peers and students, I think, is okay. I think he hangs out with another little boy and they're fine. Like I don't get nothing bad on the peers and students. That's fine. That doesn't look bad at all. Maybe like a little jealousy, or he might have something they don't, or something like that, right? He might have something cool that nobody else has. That's the only thing I see. But as far as the teacher, I got the high priestess reversed, and that's a woman who has knowledge but doesn't accept, the fact that everybody is like that. Like she's oblivious to everybody having problems. Like she's dumb. So as far as her towards your son, like she wants to help him, but it's like she kind of like it's like, yeah, whatever. He's at least in my worries right now, and I'm gonna take care of other kids that are worse than he is, type of vibe. And some people take their personal life to work. So maybe and see, I'll check up on her right now. Like and this teacher, to me, she's a person who she doesn't want nobody's advice. She thinks she's a know-it-all. Genuinely, I think she's honest and she's like smart, and she knows she wants to be fair. But what it is her personal life is getting in the way. Like she also obviously has flaws, and she doesn't have like a good relationship in her real life. Like maybe she ain't got no D, or maybe like she ain't got no man, and she's had like a messed up marriage, like yeah, exactly. Like I feel like she can be nurturing, but only to who the hell she wants to be. Like she has like her own agenda. And what I'm getting here is like maybe her marriage isn't good, or maybe she got a divorce and like that's affecting her life and her like her job, like her personal life is getting in the way. That's what I got here. And she's a person who like will give you assistance, but she wants something in return. Like she thinks that you're also supposed to help your son too, and not just her. Like it's not her problem because it's your son. Got me? But I people bring, like I said, I feel like she's bringing her personal problems to work, so that's why she's all miserable. Most people don't get it because they think they're not getting paid enough. They don't care about the person they're dealing with. They just think that, oh yeah, I'm not that type of vibe. That's shitty. I don't get nothing good on her, to be honest. So your suspicions are good, Becca, about her. Your suspicions are on point. She's definitely not a decent, I feel like she can be a decent person, but she has like I said earlier, I think she has two sides. A side for work and a side for personal things and a side for who the hell she wants to be talking to. Like, yeah, that's what I said. But I hope that helped you. But I mean, as far as your intuition on that, I feel like it's on point as far as what you think about her. Lauren, you can go ahead and ask your question. I care about kids a lot, and I don't know if you're a religious person or whatever, or if you believe in like God or whatever. Like, I'm not asking you to. If you do, that's fine. But if you can take my advice on this, back is to like try and get some holy water from like a church or something, and just bless your son like every day. Like just take the bottle, like put the holy water in a bottle, go like this, and just bless your son like that, and just like do a little prayer over him so he doesn't get, he doesn't have like a bad, her energy doesn't affect him because he's a child. So children get affected more. And you can pray over him daily, and that's great, sweetheart. Do that. But like bless him so that way the holy water is on him, and like her attitude and her shit energy doesn't go on to your child, because kids need a lot of protection. Like my two nephews, I have a bottle of holy water, and I gave to my sister, and I said, look, bless these kids every day so no bad shit happens to them. And it definitely works, So yeah, if you believe in that and you want that, go for it. Well, I think your mom's helping out, so ask your mom to help him, Right. I understand that they're there for that reason, but some of those idiot teachers and some of those people that are in that field, they think that, they're not obligated to do everything. That, it's also like the parents' fault, or, why should I cater to just your son? And every mother wants, their child to be catered to more than anybody else, or they want the school to help. But at the end of the day, you got to help. You got to do your part, which I know you do. But like, do a little extra, because those people don't give a shit about what's yours, And ask your mom in spirit to help, Just do those things. Like, take my advice. Like, get the holy water and do that. Like, yeah, of course, I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, Lauren, you say, are Jay's feelings for me growing? We'll try. Yeah, sure. Do it. I care about kids more than a lot of people, and I don't want nothing to happen to kids. Like, that shit bothers me. So I always try and like tell mothers and fathers how to deal with their kids in a spiritual way so they don't bring that shit home, Hey, Michael, what's up, bro? How you been? All right, so Lauren, let's check Jay's feelings for you. and see if he will pursue you. She still hasn't unblocked you? Oh man. I don't know, Mike. As long as it's in back up, I can't help you with that, bro. Like, I can't vouch for you anymore, because then she might say, I'm not gonna deal with Mark no more, because people come in here, talking about unblock me and shit. So, yeah, she's a busy one. Yeah. Okay, Lauren. As far as Jay's feelings, I think that he fears the worst, and he like doesn't feel like things will last between you guys. Like he thinks that if he does go back to you and pursue you, that it won't last long, or he's gonna be like he's gonna be bad luck, or he thinks that it's to be like people on the outside your decision, or like try and get you to be like, oh, don't go back to Jay again. He's this and he's that and blah blah blah. So as far as him pursuing you, I think that he would like to pursue you because he looks at you as someone who, is, optimistic, fulfilling, satisfying. He feels pleasure and happiness around you. He thinks you're a good person and he would like to be with you, but he fears the worst. Like if he were to get with you and try to pursue you again, he thinks that, it's gonna go south again. Yes, exactly. So Lauren, I would say like, there's still a waiting game here and a wait and try again. And he's contemplating, what he should do. And I think that somebody's in his ear telling him, hey, don't go back to Lauren, or don't try and pursue her. Women are crazy, or, Lauren's not the one for you, man. You already tried that, move on. I think like people on the outside are influencing his decision and making him contemplate on whether or not he wants to pursue. Like I think he wants to, but people are like changing his mind. Maybe his mom, his dad, his brother, his best friend, whoever, I don't know. But there is like your energy and his energy here. And he also thinks that, you guys have differences of opinions and differences in life. So he doesn't want to like get back to like maybe arguing or disputing with you, or, things like that. And he thinks that the mistakes that he's made is also something that will make him fear going back to you or pursuing you. Oh God, here we go. Okay, so Lauren, I don't know if you heard me there, but his feelings for you is kind of, I believe it's good. I think he views you as a good person. But the problem is there's like a broken sequence between you guys. Like he doesn't know if it's gonna work. He doesn't know if it's gonna come back around, or if it's gonna be, if he's gonna have enough freedom. Are you going to want him to be with you 24/7? Things like that. So I would say give it time, Lauren, because I think that he's being influenced by another person, or like people on the outside, or he just fears that things are gonna go bad. So I would say if you really want him to like come back to you, I would say like do the things that he fears that will happen. Maybe open his eyes up to you accepting him and being okay with the mistakes that you guys made or he made. You know, that it's I think it's entirely up to the way you show him your emotions and affection, and then he'll probably like be okay with it. Because I see that he likes you. You're like his kind of wish girl, you know. Oh, Coco babe, you said you asked a simple question on Becca's page and she blocked you. Damn, Becca, you got everybody after you, yo. Ah, damn. I only block people here if they start disrespecting me in a personal way, which normally doesn't happen. But you know, there's always like trolls and people who act crazy, like so. If Becca blocked you, that you have to take that up with her. But sometimes she gets mad because I can actually, you know, I'm not taking sides, but if you know Becca posts everything on her thumbnail about what's going on in the chat, I mean what she's gonna do, and some people I've seen some people go in her chat and say, "Oh, can I donate?" It's not a donation. And then when and people want to donate, live doing is the next one. So people come in there, don't read anything, don't pay attention. Not saying that was what happened with you, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I understand where she's coming from sometimes, because some people like just like don't give a shit and ask questions without even looking, you know. Well, I'm sure she didn't mean it. Becca's not a bad person. She's cool. She ain't done nothing wrong to me. But you know, I don't blame her for blocking people on the live sometimes, because people can be like, you know, annoying, you know. But you know, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're all grown ups, you know. You read the thing and go from there, like, you know. Well, I kind of, you know, thought that that was gonna happen. Speak my truth, because I can see you getting frustrated, and I don't see him like giving you the time of day like you want. And I think it was the best decision that you did that, because you know, if you know, if you feel like you deserve a man that gives you, you know, 100%, then you know, try not to cry, sweetheart. It's not the end of the world, you know. Look at it like this, you know. I know it hurts, but you got to look at it this way. When something doesn't go the way you want it to, it happens for a reason. So that way you can actually find the right person and the right situation. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I've been telling you indirectly forever, you know, because he's got too much on his plate. And I told you that already, you know. He can't give you what you want. I've been telling you that forever. Yeah, exactly, Barb. You know, it's their channel, their decision. I don't tell them what to do in their channel. I just give advice. But back up, being at your back, Coco Babe 105 says you blocked him for no reason. You know, yeah, your crew's coming in here. You know, and you know. Yeah. So she feels like she asked. This person feels like they asked the question, and you know you delete, you blocked them. So you know they don't you know they're not holding no serious grudge. They just want to know, like, you know. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with speaking the truth. I said, you know, I told you from the you know. See, that's what I told them, Becca. You know, she asked a simple question, but maybe the question wasn't right because everything's on the channel, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We can all talk like adults in here. That's fine. As long as nobody starts disrespecting nobody, then we're good. But you know, that's exactly what I told them back that everybody has to learn how to read things, go by the rules, and if you don't go by the rules, then the reader has every reason to block you or to time you out or whatever, because it gets to a point where, unfortunately, it's like this, you know, right. Right. Hey, listen, I understand that, and you're both right about what you. Right, exactly, and I mentioned that. The thing is, right, is unfortunately other people ruin it for the next person that comes in. Right. See, the thing is sometimes we actually, you know, have to deal with somebody that has done stupid shit before us. So if we were to ask a question and things happen, then the reader is gonna take it out on us too, because it's another person that's not listening to the rules or obeying the rules, right? You know, right, and that's fine, Coco Babe. That's your decision and that's her decision, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, I think that there's tons of psychics on here. There's tons of people on here. Anybody can go to another channel, things like that. Headaches, too much. Like that's why I don't really open this up to the public. You know, and that's why too much. I deal with the subscribers mode because I've been on this situation before. Yeah, exactly. And like Becca says, let's let it go and drop it. At the end of the day, we're all human beings and adults. Misunderstandings, mistakes, rights, all that type of stuff. I understand all the above. It's all good. And I don't mind talking about it on here. It's all good. Long as because she can't tell you on your channel because she's blocked, right? So this person's trying to clear up some misunderstandings, which is fine with me. But at the end of the day, people have yeah, and that's why I don't do it anymore too much back up, because I had to go through the same bullshit. People actually not saying that anybody in here is like that, but when I stopped, yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, um, you know, people have a choice to go wherever they want. People do whatever they want. People have a right to their opinions, and that's what's going on in here right now. But you know, giving free things out, people feel it to get to them before everybody else. People are impatient. People are are like that, and unfortunately, like I said, sometimes we pay for other people's stupidity, and that's how it goes. That's why I don't really do free readings anymore, because I've gave my share out already, and everybody does their own thing, and I respect that. But me, I don't really do that too very often. Like if you're my client, I'll give you free shit all the time. If you're in a rut or I get a message, I'll give it to you. It's not a problem. I've been doing free shit my whole life, and I still do, because I feel like I have to help people, and I don't have to, but I do, and I give free stuff to everybody. It doesn't matter who they are, and people pay for readings, and that's fine. When the shoe's on the other foot, people understand what it's like to get disrespected on their channel, or always give out free shit, and then people don't respect that. And then you have to also deal with people who ask the same shit every day. And if you ask shit same thing every day, it really And as a reader, you're trying to help that person because they're a client, but you're not really helping them. You're actually, you know, you have to stop helping them at one point and say, look, stop asking the same question. It ain't gonna change. The only thing has to change is you. You have to understand that this shit has to resolve on its own, and tarot cards ain't gonna solve your issues. A psychic ain't gonna solve your issues. A lot of people have to solve their own issues and deal with their own life. But that's their problem. If they don't listen and they hear me, then the hearing me will be okay. And that's different, but people are people, and people are going to have different opinions and different views, and that's perfectly fine, but I can't help you if you're on the same shit every day, and if I sit here and tell you, stop asking me about this person every day, you're going to look at me and say, oh, this guy's not a real psychic. I thought he was nice, but he's telling me fuck off now and don't ask me the same question no more. Now, you want to know why it's not good to ask the same question every day? Because put yourself in a spirit. We're getting these answers from our ancestors, loved ones, and that's who we're getting these messages from. You're really not getting these messages from me. It's your spirits and my spirits coming together through the cards, through me, to give you the message. If you don't believe that, then you're delusional. So imagine being the spirit. So for instance, if you're the mom of a daughter that's asking about a guy every day, you think your mom's going to be a spirit telling you something different to make you happy through this psychic? No. It's going to be the same answers. Now, the psychic also has control of what he or she is reading. So I can see all bad cards, not show you, and say, oh yeah, sure, he loves you, just give him time, he loves you so much. And I'm seeing all bullshit right here, that he ain't gonna love you and he's gonna break up with you, or he's gonna cheat on you. I can see it in the cards, but I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want to break your poor little heart. Well, guess what? Don't come here if you want that bullshit, because I'm gonna give you the truth every single time. Every time I see bad, I'm gonna give you bad. When I see good, I'll give you good. I see what I give you, because I'm not gonna disrespect the spirit that's going out of their way to connect with me through you to give you an answer that you're paying for. You got me? This is the problem that most psychics and most people don't understand how it works. And that's my opinion on how it works. But I've proved that opinion. So I know what I'm talking about at the end of the day. And that's why people trust me, love me, and come to me, because they know I'm going to give it to them straight. And I'm not going to give you a fairy tale story. And shit's not going to change in 24 hours. A lot of people waste their time, their energy, and their money on here doing that shit every single day. People need to cut the shit out, just live your life. I used to be that guy. I used to be that person before I became, a public psychic. For the past 2 years, I could be on everybody's channel. I see love coming from me. Does this girl love me? Does this girl want me? Am I ever gonna get married? Blah 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 blah. I'd be asked too. And one day I said, you know what? It's up to me. It's not up to these damn psychics. It's not up to them. But some psychics will tell me straight up, look, this and this. No, this girl don't like you, or this girl's with somebody else, or yeah, she likes you, but it's not right. It's not the right person. I'll find it hard to believe, or I'll just fuck them. I'm gonna go to somebody else that tells me that this girl loves me, because I know she does. Because that's what you want to hear. Most people go to these fake ass psychics because they tell them what they want to hear. They just don't tell you the truth. And I'm not saying everybody's like that, but you don't want to break the people's heart. But sometimes you got to. And then they're gonna come back to you when it's right. But if it's bad, and they come back to you and say, "Hey, Mark, you're the only one that was honest with me. Thank you." That's all. I don't need a medal. I don't need you to sit there and kiss my ass all day that I'm right or I'm this and I'm that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to tell you the truth. So that's up to you. And remember one thing, you can connect with, 10 people in one day. And out of those 10, one person you might not be right about. But that sometimes is not your fault because that person, could have changed. I could tell you, yeah, you're going on a date with Bob, and you're involved in half the time. You just have to, and then you say, fuck that, and you come here and said, oh, be involved in it. Well, why? Because it don't make me wrong. Dumbass did it too. I've had people, well, you're stupid. You just wasted your time and energy. Sometimes it'll help people move forward. Some people are oblivious to the truth and they just go to other psychics and find out they want to hear what they want to hear. I've been through this shit for years. And, I'm not bashing anybody, but that's just the way it is, unfortunately. People are like that. So everybody has to realize that you have to find the right psychic for you. You have to find the right person for you. And if you get readings and it don't work, that means that don't go to no psychics. You got to go to yourself, your own intuition. Your own intuition is what counts the most. All right. If anybody wants an oracle message, I'll give you one from my deck. I pulled 3 cards and give you a message. So if you want one, just let me know if you want one. That's my perception on everything. I've been doing this for a long time. So like when people start telling me this and telling me that, I ain't listening to that shit. Let me tell you something, Backer. You look at all my old readings, I gave out free shit all the time. I answered everybody's question for free. I did it for a long, long time, for hours and hours. You look at my old videos, there's some videos on there where it's 3-4 hours long. And all I did, and I've gave out mediumship readings for free. And that's why a lot of psychics didn't like me. Because they was like, this mofo, he's out here giving free readings and he's making us look like, babies. That's why a lot of people didn't like me, because I started all that collaboration shit. There was nobody really collabing back then. I'm the one who try to bring everybody together. And then obviously the devil, the bad people try to get me because they're like, yeah, this guy can't come in here and take over this tarot community, But I was never a part of their community. I'm a part of Marky Mark's tarot. You don't like it? That's your problem. But I had other readers that I collab with. There's tons of videos on here on my channel. You can see I collab with a lot of different people. Unfortunately, I don't speak to a lot of them anymore because, they went their way. But the problem is the more you give, the more people disrespect you for more. That's the sad part. People think that we're obligated to give you shit. That's why I don't do it. I'll give you a free message. That's not a problem. But there's some people that I give free questions to, but they're my client. If you're my client and you've got multiple readings from me, you come in my room one day and say, hey, Mark, look, can you check something for me? I'm feeling like, yeah, sure. I'll check it for you. I'll never ask you for money. You can ask anybody that comes in here. I never say you better give me money. Fuck that, I'm not that guy. Like, I don't care about money and shit like that. All I want to do is help you at the end of the day, you know? But I feel like I've given my share of free stuff to a lot of people. So, I'm done my part. Now, if you're my client, then we're good. We can do it. I'll help you, no problem. A lot of people love me because of that, because I don't care about that shit. Right, exactly. And Becca, that's good. But the thing is like, you got to get to a point where, you only give so much, and that's okay. Don't be, and don't let people like make you feel like you got to do it, All right, Barb, let's see what I got for you. Well, Coco Babe, that's good. Some people need to find a new reader and need to find like, a person they can trust. That's why I always tell people, shop around, find who you like. Not everybody's the same. I don't claim nothing. I'm going to connect with you. If I don't, I don't. I do. It's all good. I'm not going to lose no sleep. All right, Barb. Let's see what we got for you, Barb. 1, 2. I want to be one of a kind. I don't want to be like anybody else. And I don't want nobody to be like me either. I want everybody, what I want? Everybody to be happy, for fuck's sake. That's all I want at the end of the day. Like, I don't think that's too much to ask. But I want everybody to come in here and be happy, That's what I want at the end of the day. But obviously that's not the case. All right, only way to find out, Barb, is to ask. You deserve love, not pain. And this is my favorite card in my own deck. Laugh at your haters and give them more to hate on. And see, this is another thing. Like, I know that you've done it as well. Like, I've got 3 of my own decks, 2 Oracle decks and 1 Tarot deck. And I'm working on my 4th one. And then, people buy it, people don't. You know what I'm saying? But when you make a deck, it's your energy, it's your deck. You get to say what you want, do what you want, put your own words into it. Yeah, it's fun. But like, that shit sometimes annoys certain people. And then those people that get annoyed or jealous, you can't let those people get in the way of your success and your fun in your life. Like, to hell with what people think about you. Everybody in this room, you got to stop worrying about what people think about you. Like, I know it's hard. It's hard for me too. Is when people try to make you defend yourself. You got me? And when somebody tries to make you defend yourself, that's when you need to stop and say, I'm not even going to defend myself. Because I know who I am. When I look in that mirror, I know who I am. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. And that's my attitude every day. I don't care what you think. Like, it's not going to affect me. I know who I am. I don't need a medal. I don't need a Nobel Prize. I don't need none of that shit. I don't need no nothing. I don't need no money. I don't need none of that shit. All I want is respect from everybody who comes in here and everybody to be happy at the end of the day. That's all I want. I'm not I even put my price down. I used to charge $15 a question. Because people are like, you're worth it, Mark. I'll pay that, pay this. And then I put it down to 10. And now I've put it down to 5. Just to show everybody, I don't give a shit about that. Like, if that's all you can afford, then that's okay. I'll give you that question for $5. It's not going to hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I die today, I can't take these fucking hats, this shirts, all this clothes and shit. I can't take that in my coffin with me. I can't take what's in my bank account with me. It don't work that way. You got me? And everybody should have that attitude every day. That's what's wrong with these people in this world. Yeah, but see, that puts a lot of strain on you too, Becca. But you do what you like. I feel like your channel's successful, and I feel like you did a great job. and you're very calm. Like you don't get aggravated or anything like that. You just do your thing, and that's that's that air sign mentality, which is great. That's why like I come on your channel and I respect you, and that's all good for just do what you got to do. Like, and I've been telling you that since I met you. Like, don't let nobody get in your way. Just keep going. Fuck what these people think. Do what you got to do. Yeah, and that's good. You need money at the end of the day. You're a single mom. You need money for you and your child. You know what I mean? So that's totally understandable. Let me see. Yeah, exactly, Hannah. Us Aquarians, we try to help you, or at least some of us, Yeah. Oh, that's good. Becca, you want a message? I'll give everybody a message in here if you want one. Just let me know if you want one. I took care of Barb. There's not many of you in here, so I'll give you guys a message. Yeah, exactly. And that's how I've always been. Let me tell you, if you look at some of my old videos, you will die laughing. You see how you're like, I'm cool and everything, but like I switch up on people. I tell people right in the chat, look, man, don't fuck around me. You know who the hell you're dealing with? I can be rude if you want me to be, but I'm not that person. Like, but don't be rude to me. You out of your damn mind? You want karma, huh? All right, keep it up. Hey, Alex. Sure, I'll give everybody a message. All right, Becca, you're next. All right, Becca. Someone's intentions may not be as real as you think. You're on the right path if you're happy right now. And don't blame life, blame the way you live it. Amen. All right, speak my truth. You're next. Sure, I'll give you one. Everybody will get a message. All right. No communication at the moment. You know what that's about. Right now, you should spend time with your family and friends that are important to you. And don't post too much on social media. And Becca, if you want me to send you this deck, I'll send it to you. Just like if you want me to like send it to you, I'll send it to you. Just like email me or hit me up on IG with your address. And I'll send it to you if you want. All I need is your address and I'll send it to you. Like just consider it like a present from me, a late birthday present. How about that? Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Love you too, Barb. Thank you for always being here and supporting me forever. Appreciate it. You're welcome. Speak my truth. All right, Coco Babe, you're next. And then I got Alex after that. Hannah, if you want a message, let me know. Yeah, I appreciate you and Sonny always, like, putting me on a pedestal. I appreciate that, and always, sending people my way. I appreciate that. You guys don't have to, but I appreciate it. All right, you plan, God laughs, Coco Bear, babe. So don't plan things because God will laugh at you and divert you somewhere else. Remember, know your worth and remember that. And forgive yourself for dealing with them. And this card, when it comes out, I always put my 2 cents in. If you've dealt with somebody that you feel like you have to forgive, don't forgive them. Just forgive yourself for dealing with them. Because I don't forgive nobody. Nobody deserves my forgiveness if you disrespected me. The only person that can really forgive you is God. I ain't forgiving you. I'm going to forget about you. That's how I am. I forgive myself for dealing with your dumb ass. Yeah, don't be mad at yourself. Just forgive yourself for dealing with the bullshit that you deal with. You're welcome. That's why I made that card, because I was hard on myself. I'm like, should I forgive these people? Man, fuck these people. I ain't dealing with new decent people will come into my life. All right, Alex, you're next, and then Hannah. And if anybody else is in here or wants a message, let me know. Yeah, try not to be like that. Just forgive yourself for being that way to yourself. That's all that matters. Well, you know what, Becca? I don't like to predict things like that, but, it happens. Yeah. I remember when I first met you, your mom came to me in spirit, And after that day, I knew, I said, all right, well, I have the connection now, so I'm good. All I got to do is see a spirit around you, and that's a wrap. The person, if a spirit comes to me for you or comes to me while I'm talking to you, then that's that spirit's way of saying, I trust you to give my daughter this message. I trust you to read my daughter. I know you don't have any evil intentions or bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just give me a sec. All right, Alex, let me see what I got for you. 1, 2. Yeah, I do. Everything is in my about section. If you go to my about section, I have everything that I do in there. I pretty much charge $50 for a half an hour. You can ask me as much questions as you want. We can do a video chat. You have to show yourself. I can see. I can hear you good enough. A lot of people don't like to put themselves on camera, and I don't really care because everybody can see me on here now. But yeah. Okay, Alex, treat yourself a pedicure and manicure. Why not? Don't worry, karma will get them. And someone new is coming into your life, a friend or a lover. Yeah, that's fine. I do email readings. If you don't want to do a video chat, then I can do email readings. If you want, you can add me to my channel, Marky Mark on Instagram, and I can give you voice notes. You can type to me, and I can voice note it back to you because I don't like to type nothing out. But if you're paying me to type it, then that's fine. I don't care. You're welcome, Alex. I give everybody the option of doing whatever they want. Yeah. Just email me at markymarkstarot@gmail.com, and then you'll get. You just email me and let me know what you want. I can even record. You ask me the question, I'll record it on my phone and I'll upload it to you through the video to the email, so you can just press play and watch your whole reading as I, pan it up. But face to face, I do all that stuff. I do everything. It doesn't matter. I'll get the reading to you no matter what. You just have to let me know what you're comfortable with. And $50 will get you, like, a half an hour of questions answered. And mediumship is $55 for a half an hour. And everybody tells me I'm too cheap, but that's just what I want to charge, so leave me alone. Because mediumship is very difficult to deal with. People have no idea that, sometimes it takes forever for that spirit to come through. Sometimes they don't want to come through. Sometimes they do come through. And sometimes it takes more than half an hour to actually get an answer. But I don't charge. If it goes over the time, I don't charge. I don't charge you extra, because it's a matter of, me bringing in the spirit and trying to get the person to, like, communicate. And if you have beef with the person, or if the person doesn't like the way you're living your life at the present time, then it's going to be more difficult for me to talk to them. So I try to tell people, like, don't come to me and ask me to check somebody in spirit if they don't even like you. So that you're going to waste your time and money. So yeah, that's my suggestions to people. All right, Hannah, you're next. And back you ask your question when you're ready to cut donations. All right, Hannah, you will find out more information soon. My favorite card, laugh at your haters and give them more to hate. And don't post too much on social media, even though I know you are. You have to, but you don't have to post. If you don't have to post a lot, then don't. Because you know how these people be. They be looking at your fine ass on there and be saying, damn, Hannah's looking good. Just posting up her beautiful self on here. I'm getting jealous. You know how people are. We be looking at us Aquarians looking all sexy, Yeah, I know you're being asked to, so, like, that's fine. Do what you got to do. Who cares? Laugh at your haters. That's why that card came out, Just laugh at them, Keep posting yourself, Yeah, see, posted no makeup pic and show how beautiful you are, and then they're going to be like, damn it. Hannah looks so good. Wish I looked like her. Damn it. De nada, amiga. Hey, Kiss to the Stars. I just got your donation. Thank you. All right, Becca, let me ask you a question. I like to fuck around. I'm happy for you, sweetheart. Mwah. I'm happy that you're happy. I know you've been through a lot of shit. So me seeing you post up and looking good and feeling good about yourself, I'm happy for you, sweetheart. I really am. See, that's mom looking out for you. Told you, you'd be all right. Okay. Becky, you said, can you give me a journal? What's coming towards me in the next 7 days, maybe over the next week? All right, cool. All right, let me just answer Becca's question, and I'll get to yours right after. Kids to the Stars, okay? Okay. All right. So what I got for the next couple of days is you might be dealing with that teacher again. All right. You might be dealing with her and dealing with your child, obviously. Like that saga is going to continue for the next couple 7 days. Um, Also, get more knowledge. Whatever you whatever knowledge you need to gain or get, information, knowledge you need to get it. Like, you want to get information about something, or you want to know more about a certain specific thing, get it. Get it while you can. All right. Also, what I got here is you need more, more, right? And I tell a lot of readers this: because the more you accept the superficial knowledge, like, spirit's knowledge and spirit help. So, for example, if you get, I'm breaking up, really? It's fine on my end. I don't know why it's doing that. Can you hear me now? Is anybody else having a problem? I hope not. I'll stop and wait. Okay, it's better. I was breaking up. Yeah, I don't know how I'm breaking up because my internet is like the bomb. And like in the corner it says, like, you have problems. It doesn't say that. So like I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's YouTube. Hey Zara, how are you, sweetheart? How you been? Hope you're feeling better. All right. Just let me know if I'm breaking up and you want me to repeat anything. What I got here also is like there's a lot of understanding of things, and understanding that you have to talk to spirit, you have to deal with spirit, accept their help, accept their love, accept that from, acknowledge them, and that will bring you more. That will be the start of you getting more fortune, more gain, more experiences, and more, like, you'll feel more adventurous about what you want to do. Like the more you accept the fact that you're being helped by spirit in your readings and in your life, and if you have like vivid dreams and shit like that, like of your mom or whoever in spirit that like take that knowledge to heart. Whatever you're getting knowledge wise from spirit, take it, and whatever you see, deal with it. Yeah, if you get that, like take it in as much as you can. And like if you're getting, I know you read cards and stuff like that, but I'm sure like when you read for people, you get visions. And if you think the vision is not right, you're wrong. It is right. You just have to say it. And in order to express that, you have to let it out. You got me? Like, don't hold back on that. Don't just say, oh, these cards are, at thing, the only thing I have, because that's not true. Like, and I see that you're holding back on that. Don't hold back. Let it all out. Because even if it seems so weird, it's weird because it's not meant for you. It's meant for that person. And that person knows that weird thing, or that thing that you think is weird, may not be weird to them, because and it'll actually help you be more confident and more, get more out of the readings and out of the people. You know what I mean? Yeah, but like express those visions. I don't know if you express those visions to the person you're reading for, but do it. It'll work. Trust me. That's how I got better and better. Actually, I saw. And I think that's the problem with you, is the lack of vision that you have, and you want to complete something, but you don't. You might be the type of person that starts something, but you don't complete it. Or when you do complete it, you kind of think that, maybe this is not right yet. Maybe it's not as perfect as I want it to be. And trying to think that you're not perfect, or you're not, your heart might be still broken from your past, or from, the things that happened to you, like, or, the people that have passed away in your life, or the love situations you've been in. Try to like mend your own heart in your mind, and know that it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell yourself that, like, you got to look at yourself yourself as the world. But when I get the world card in reverse, it's a woman that feels like if she were to start something, how is she going to complete it? Even if it's about herself and her own life. You know what I'm saying? So like you might look at yourself as, okay, I'm pretty, I'm young, I have this, I have that, but what else what else am I gonna have? Like I'm just this fucking boring Libra that comes online every day and does nothing. Don't look at yourself like that. You know, I'm just using that as an example. Don't take that literally. You know, you might be hard on yourself is what I want to say. Like don't be hard on yourself. Don't say that shit out loud to yourself. Like don't put yourself out down or out loud. Like that's what I'm getting that you might do to yourself sometimes, and you might be a little hard on yourself. Don't do that. Like don't be hard on yourself. And this is the next 7 days. You challenged by, an ex-lover, that teacher, your kid, all these type of things. And another thing, like if you've been thinking about pregnancies or like having another child in the future or dreaming about that or wondering if you're ever going to have another child, like that might be in your energy in the next 7 days. Like you might get or if you're reading for somebody about pregnancy, you might actually see the pregnancy about somebody. Yeah. So if you're not ready for another baby, then this is for someone else, like that you see, or someone that you predict a pregnancy for. Like, so I'm just throwing that in there because I'm getting something like that around it. Like, yeah, see, there you go. Yeah. So because you're having pregnancy dreams, that's telling you like, there's a new beginning coming. There's there's a new beginning. You want to do new things. New people are coming into your life. New clients, new things are coming. You just gotta allow it to come. Like, and usually when you get these pregnancy dreams, it doesn't mean that you're gonna get pregnant. It's somebody that's gonna get pregnant, or you're gonna predict a pregnancy, or something of that nature is going to happen. All right. Now, lastly, before I go on to the next person, like the last thing I have here is you gotta like be aware of the friendships you have right now, because the friendships you have right now is going to be tested in the next 7 days to 10 days. You're going to see in the next couple of days, you're going to see who's your real friends and who's not your friends, and you might have to let some friendships go. And if you're already thinking about that, then do it. Don't hold back no more on the false friendships. If you feel like someone's not right for you and not right being around you, then get rid of them. Exactly. And continue to do that. That's the last thing I see here. If you know these friendships are not benefiting you, or you have like these crossed like emotions and feelings about the people, the best thing to do is let them go. All right. I hope it's not breaking up no more. All right. So Kiss to the Stars. I hope I'm saying that right. How would my podcast, Real People Talk, be successful? All right. Let me check that. Okay. You're welcome back, and thank you too, sweetheart. Appreciate it. All right. kids is all depends on who you're doing it with. Like if you're doing it by yourself, there's going to be some difficulties in the beginning. There might be some misunderstandings with the people you're dealing with. That's only if you're doing it with someone. Like the people that you're doing the podcast with, if you are, there might be some misunderstandings and like some relationship problems, or different ideas or different type of situations that you're going to deal with leading up to the podcast being good. Okay. I feel like the podcast will be a fulfillment, and I feel like it's going to be great. It's going to be good. I think that you're gonna be happy, and I think that people will appreciate what's going on, and I feel like it's a favorable outlook for everyone involved in the podcast. I think it'll be successful. The only thing is even though if the podcast brings you any type of wealth, like money, just know that you can have that money, but you still might not be happy because it might not be as much as you want, or you might waste a lot of money building up to it. So there might be, I feel like you're going to be happy doing it, and it'll be a fulfilling, thing. But if you're thinking about money and getting money off of it, then it might not be as much as you want or as much as you think you're going to get. But the thing is it's going to be a good podcast. Whether or not it lasts, it depends on, how much you're expecting to get from it. So if you're expecting to get like a lot of money from the podcast, then it's not going to be that way. But if you're expecting just to get a point across, real talk across, real situations across to people, then you'll succeed in that part. People will love the fact that they hear from you. They have good conversations on there. If you're gonna talk about relationship stuff, people might be a little bit misunderstanding, or like feel like okay, if that's what you want to talk about, then that's what we're gonna talk about. So if you're using your podcast to talk about relationships and love, and that will be a good thing to talk about because it'll help you, and I think people will appreciate that part of it. But anything I don't see is making too much money off of it. Like if you think that's going to be a successful part of your finances, then I don't see that happening. But as it goes on, who knows, it might. But I think that you'll be happy of having people around talking about different things. But as far as making a lot of money on there, it's possible, but people have to realize if you make money, you also have to spend money. So you might break even, or you might just be happy with just having the podcast and, breaking even every time and having, certain things happen. And that's the only, downfall to what I see, but that's about it. Yeah, a place to talk. Yeah. So if that's what you really want, is a place to talk, then it'll be fine. But anything more than that, like where you're going to gain profits off of it, I don't see that right now. It doesn't show me any type of profits or any type of money making situations. But as far as you being happy doing it, yes, it'll be a place where people wouldn't mind talking to you, and I'll be happy talking to you. And, if you want, once you get your podcast up and running, come in here and share the link, and I'm sure people will go over there and talk to you. I'll hang in there if you want. Sure, I'll support you. And I'm sure people will come on there and support you. Just once you get the podcast up and running, come in here and say, hey, Mark, I got my podcast up and running. Come see me. I'll more than be happy to come and see you. And I'm sure everybody else will follow and see what you're about. Why not, right? So yeah, that's what I see. It will be good. It's just, you might not profit off of it right away, but you're more than welcome to share the link in here anytime you want. That's not a problem. I'm in it to help anybody, you know. Anybody's putting real talk out there, I'm all for that. I'm all for real talk. All right. Cool. Yeah, I think in the initial, see, the thing is, what I'm gonna explain to you is this. Um, the thing is, the only way it's gonna be better. The reason why I can't see it being better because you actually haven't, you're not doing it yet. You got me? So if you're not actually doing the podcast right now, right? Then the energy can't tell you that. You won't be able to see that unless you actually start it first. So that's why, like, the cards are telling me that you're going to be happy doing it. It's just that in the beginning, if you're expecting to benefit off of it, it's not going to happen. But once you start, then you can ask that question, because then the energy is already imprinted in the situation. So then the spirit will be able to see it. You could tell them, you can say, oh yeah, do you think it's going to happen eventually? Yeah, maybe, but you have to put the energy in there. The energy has to be read as you go. So that's like, that's how like the situation should be like. So that's my whole opinion on that. Yeah. Hey, sure, go ahead. Thanks. You can have it. But like, because you haven't started energy to build on the actual answer to the question. Like, you're asking me, is it going to be successful? Then I would say yes. I would definitely see it being successful. But when you start something, it's like me. When I started my business 15 years ago, it wasn't successful right away. But after a few years, yeah, it was. And after a while, it was, And now it's definitely, I'm still good. So like in the beginning, it's always going to be like a task. And then once you get going, once you actually have the actual podcast itself, then you can go and move on to that next scene, But it looks good though. I didn't get nothing bad. You're welcome, no problem. And just let me know when you start it. I'll be happy to come in there and support you. All right, speak my truth. JP's feelings and thoughts right now are, he thinks that you don't understand his situation. Hey, Peanut Butter Cup, how you doing? He thinks that you're looking at things different than he is. Sometimes he thinks you're selfish and don't understand, and he thinks that you might be shallow towards him because of the way things are between you guys. He also wants you to like not be with anybody else. He wants you to wait for him. I think mentally he's trying to escape. So that's why he told you he can give you what you want. And we already know this already. We've already looked into this, and it's telling me the exact same thing. That he had to retreat. He had to like give you up for a while, or seclude you. He thinks that he can't give you what you want. He wants to like make things better. He wants to do things, but he has solution to his present problems. And that because of his daughter, right? So this is the thing. He made the confession to you. He declared himself to you. So that's it. Right. And that's what he wants. He doesn't want you to go nowhere because he looks at you as the perfect partner. It's just that, and I've explained this to you a million times, and I know you understand it, but you think it's unfair. But the thing is his daughter has to come first. And knowing that, it's still telling me the same exact thing. Like he has to like retreat right now. He has to give up you in order to solve his life and doesn't want to hurt you. But at the end of the day, he doesn't want you to move on without him. But right now, he feels like he's at a stalemate. He can't do nothing. He's stuck, which is totally understandable, you know. Okay, Hannah, take care, sweetie. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. I'm happy for you. But speak my truth, it's the same thing. He looks at you, you know, his thoughts and feelings for you is like, you know, he knows that, you know, he wants to be with you. He definitely wants to be with you. It's just that how is he gonna do two things at once? He can't. So he feels like he's let you down. He feels like you're not going to, you know, he feels like he's short-sighting you. You know, like I can't give her what she wants. I don't know what the hell more am I gonna do. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think it is either. It's not telling me it's over. It's just telling me that he's temporarily needs to seclude himself from you and from the world and focus on his child. And like I told you the other night, 2 nights ago, I told you that you have to understand that his child comes first. And I know you don't want to, like, sometimes you don't want to accept that. And I know you understand it, but it's just that, and you know, you said it was unfair and it only takes a couple minutes to text. But yes, that's fine. But he can't literally be with you, together with you, see, because he has that priority on his mind, his daughter. And that's a great thing for a father to do. I admire him for that, you know, to be with his daughter through the thick and thin. You know, that's fine. But right now, he has to retreat and he has to go his way and you got to go your way. And it's up to you if you want to wait. It's up to you if you think he's the right person for you. You know, that's only you can control what you want. And I don't think it's over either. I don't get that it's over. I just think that he temporarily needs seclusion. I think he needs to be by himself and be with his daughter. And, you know, he can't solve any of the issues. He's not the doctor. He's not a miracle. He's not a healer. You know, I'm sure if he could heal his daughter and go to you right now, I'm sure he would. But he has no solution to his present difficulties. But he looks at you in a good way. He looks at you as a very patient to be with him, and he loves that about you. So, you know, you can either date while you wait, or you can wait and, you know, see what the outcome brings. Yeah, if you're super patient, then more power to you. More power to you. But I don't see it being over because I see the connection still being there eventually. It's just a matter of when. And when depends on him and his daughter. So, you know. Yeah, that's the main, you know, if you want to be patient and see what happens, that's totally up to you. You know, try not to dwell on it too much, even though I know it hurts and I know that, you know, it's sad, and I know you want more. But the thing is even if you were with him, like I want to, before I, you know, finish this, I want to give you advice. Even if you were, say if you and him were together right now and nothing was wrong with his daughter, right? Say you were with him right now, you have a great relationship, you guys are like really together and you're living with each other, you're happy, you know, everything is good. And then, you know, 2 years from now, his daughter, you know, has a problem. What are you gonna do? Tell him, oh, you can't go to your daughter? You can't go and leave me? You know, if you do, you break up. You see what I mean? So as long as that man has that child, you always have to understand that even if you're with him, you can't deny them stand for being with his child. It doesn't mean that he doesn't love you or care about you. He's got that child as much as he can, because at the end of the day, that's his child, you know? And obviously, if it was vice versa, you would tell him, look, I don't give a shit about what you think or how you think. You can't tell me where to go. I'm going to go see my daughter. I'm going to deal with my daughter. Fuck you. You see what I mean? Because you're not in that situation, you got to always put your feet in the other person's shoes and give yourself the vice versa stuff. So unfortunately, that's the case. But my advice to you, that yes, it's not over. I don't see that. But at the end of the day, if you're patient and you wait and he sees that, that's going to build the relationship even more trust, more love, more care, and more understanding. He'll say, look, I'm never going to find a girl like this. She waited for me. You got me? So, yeah. That's my advice. All right, Peanut Butter Cup, you said, Jade messaged me yesterday and said he had been talking about me. I asked what he said and he didn't respond. So I want to know what he might have said to who knows. So you're saying that he messaged you and said, I've been talking to somebody about you, and you want to know like who it is? You're welcome. Speak my truth. Thank you too. Appreciate it. All right, what I got is he was talking to a woman at work about you. It's somebody that he works with that he was talking to you about you too. And I get it's a woman. And he was telling this woman that that you're a nice person, you're loving, you're caring, you do slick stuff. If he knows that you have a warm heart and you're pretty fair. You work, but he's like worried about and concerned about changing, or he's worried about getting into anything with you, or he thinks that it's difficult when he deals with you. That's what he was telling the person. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I see here so far. He says that also, I get that he was saying that you want to change, but he doesn't see you facing it in an equal way. Can you hear me now? I don't know if I'm breaking up or what, but it's definitely not me, because I have all this my internet's on point right now. Right, that's what he was saying. See, you confuse the shit out of me, woman. Right, and I told you. You heard what I said? That's what he was saying about you. That's what he thinks about you. All right. I also think that Jade's saying that he wants to begin things and start something with you, but he thinks that you're a little resistant, or there's going to be obstacles leading toward you. Also, like, he's suspicious about you. Like, one minute he thinks he can trust you, the next minute he can't. He thinks that you're warm-hearted and nice, and then the next minute he thinks that you're not the person that he knows or feels like he knows. He also thinks that your emotions are all over the place sometimes. I vouch for that. He also thinks that you neglect some of your responsibilities, or he thinks that maybe you say things and you don't do what you say. And he says, when he also thinks that when you get into like arguments with him or disagreements, he thinks that you're not being fair, or he thinks that you're not really saying what you actually mean, or he has like this trust factor about your untrustworthy type of feeling about you. And that's why I think that he ignores the opportunity to be with you more than that. As far as him like being cute, or what did you say there? I don't know if he was trying to be cute or what. Yeah, I don't think he was trying to be cute. I think he was trying to like make an indirect jab, like about how he thinks about you or how he feels about you. He also might think that you act like two different people sometimes. You have two faces, or uh two ways of living, or he thinks like you live a double standard maybe. So that's what I got. So that's what he's been saying. That's how he views you. All right, is there anybody else who wants a message that hasn't had one yet? If not, I'm gonna head out. Been on here for almost 2 hours already. Man. Thanks, Coco Bit. I appreciate it. You too. And good seeing you. Thanks for coming by. And I'll see everybody next time. Okay, sure. No problem. Not a problem at all. I'll look out for it. All right, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go get some dinner and watch some basketball tonight. I'm excited because the first game of the season is tonight. I get to watch some b-ball again after months. So I'm gonna enjoy myself tonight and relax, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. You guys have a great night, and thank you for the support, love, donations. I appreciate the chats. I'll see you guys next time.